That sounds strange. You've probably uttered those words. You've probably heard those words. Strange means a little bit different or a little bit unusual. There's some things in the Bible that sound strange. It's in Psalm chapter 119 and verse 71 that the psalmist said, "It was good for me." Well, normally when you hear that part of the phrase, you think about something good. But he said, "It was good for me that I was afflicted." That sounds strange. But then he explains it on the back end of the verse when he says, "That I might learn from your statutes." Sometimes we can learn lessons, good lessons, lessons that we need from bad things or from bad experiences. When bad things happen, what do? How do we respond? How do we react? Some choose to blame God when bad things happen. Some choose to bless God when bad things happen. When Job went through a lot of troubles in his life, his wife finally just said, "Just curse God and die." Job said, "I won't do that. I can't blame the God that gave me everything that's good." You see, sometimes good things, when good things happen to us, that can lend or lead to us forgetting God and somehow forgetting where all this good stuff comes from. In Deuteronomy chapter 8, verses 11 through 20, there's quite a bit of time talking to the people there, the people of Israel, about don't forget God when things go good. Everybody remembers God when things go bad because that's when we use prayer as a 911 line, right? But what about when things are good? And when things are good, sometimes it's easy to forget God. James chapter 1 and verse 2 says, "Count it all joy." Well, that sounds good, but then the next part sounds strange. "When you fall into various trials." Why would I want to be happy or joyful about falling into trials or difficulty? The explanation is in the next verse, James chapter 1 and verse 3. He says that the trying of your faith works patience. And so, counting it all joy when we have difficulty sounds strange. But when we understand the full picture, when we understand the long term, then it makes a lot of sense. In 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 9 and 10, Paul made this statement, and it sounds kind of strange. "When I am weak, then I am strong." Normally we think of that being the opposite, but when he went through things, he allowed those things to strengthen him in Jesus and with other people. What he was actually talking about there was he had prayed to God that a thorn in his flesh might be removed, and God said, "No, my grace is sufficient." So Paul says, okay, so when I'm weak, then I'm strong. How do I respond? How do I respond to what seems to be bad? Do I learn to count it as joy? Do I learn to see how it's good? Sounds strange, doesn't it?